said you want money, okay? What are the things that you've decided to do to earn that money? What are the sacrifices that you're making? What are the plan that you envision yourself of doing? Have you done something? Have you started it? Okay, if you started, where are you in that journey now? Are you being committed? Are you being consistent? Are you working on yourself? Are you improving your self-confidence? All of these things matter. My name is Rosenna, and I wanted to start by saying your self-value and worth equals your success. If you don't see yourself valuable, if you don't see yourself having to enjoy the things that you really desire of having, if you don't have a vision for yourself, if it's hard for you to believe that, okay, I deserve this amount of money, and okay, I deserve this kind of treatment, or I deserve a bigger house, a bigger space, a good job. Everything starts with your mind and what you see yourself with, your self-worth. You don't have to be super rich for you to realize your value. Diamonds are buried deep under because they're valuable, and people really has to dig in underneath the soil, the surface of the earth to find diamonds, because they are that valuable. It's hard. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of challenges and troubleshooting to find diamond underneath the earth. And that's how you should see life as well. Growing up, I really did not receive the kind of love that a father should be giving to their children. And I wasn't really as close with my dad because of his anger and behavior issues. And so growing up, I was so thirsty with love and affection that I fell into a relationship with people who doesn't even deserve me, with people who treated me badly, with people who cheated on me, with people who doesn't even give me a little respect. I believe that I suffered and I have to deal everything before to make me wiser and for me to achieve everything that I have right now. I used to be so insecure with women being so pretty, tall, beautiful, and I used to gossip other people because I am insecure of myself. And later on, when I was able to be friends with good people, people who has good intention, people with pure hearts, people who understands our differences, that's when I discover, oh yeah, these people exist. I don't have to adjust and shrink to my capacity in order for me to adopt theirs. I was able to see that true love exists, friendship exists, people who cares genuinely exist, and people who truly respects other people exist. I didn't know. When I was growing up, I was so blinded, and it took me a lot of experience, apparently painful experience, for me to realize that I don't deserve to be treated this way. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be respected. I deserve to be treated like a princess, because I give so much love. I care so much to people who couldn't even give me the kind of love that I'm giving. And that's when I feel depressed, anxious, and I feel like I'm incapable of everything because I'm not receiving every love that I'm giving. And so later on, I realized that in order for you to see your value, you have to change what's in your heart and mind first. You have to see your worth. What are your standards? And that's the time when I started to be specific with my negotiables and non-negotiables with dating, and the type of husband that I want and the kind of relationship that I want. I started to list, I want somebody who is respectful, who has family values, who's close to their parents, who's close to their siblings, who says thank you, who says please, who takes care of other people, who is protective, who is good of money, because I am not really good at money. And I needed somebody who will remind me to manage my finance as well. I don't want somebody who thinks like me. I don't feel challenged with that. I want somebody who will tell me, hey, this is how you should do it. You're doing it. Somebody who will encourage me to be a better version of myself. And all of this, I didn't know that these are important things. I didn't know that I needed to get a notebook and a pen for me to list out everything that I deserve, because I used to just accept the kind of love that is given to me by people before. And so I needed you to grab pen and paper, you list down the things and standards and values that you want to receive from other people. Do you want to be respected? Okay, write it there. Do you want other people to be protective of you? Okay, write it there. I want my friends to be like this. I used to be friends with a lot of people, mostly extroverts, and they question me why I'm not going with them. I'm not going out, why I'm different and everything. It makes me question my value. And later on, I realized, why am I surrounded with this kind of people who question me for who I am? I am an introvert. I don't react the way other people react. I don't go out with a big crowd. I hone in with my own space, and I'm satisfied with my own thoughts. I spend time with just one or two people, and then that's it. I am happy, and I needed space to recover. I love my own bubble. I read, I paint, I write, I dance and everything. And some of these people can't understand that. And I needed some friends and people around me who would accept me for who I am, who would accept our differences, and who would still love me for me being different. I needed to set boundaries. But when you're surrounded with those kind of people who questions you and your worth, it makes you think that you're incapable and that you're different. And that's the cause of anxiety. That's the cause of depression. That's the cause of palpitation. That's the cause of not having peace of mind. But why are you allowing these people to treat you like this? Why don't you stand up for yourself? Say no. Don't be scared to say no. I used to always say yes before. As growing up with a family and a background and culture who usually is afraid to say no, it took me a bit of time and a lot of exposure to people for me to develop what it means and how to be firm with saying no. And you don't have to explain things even. You don't have to explain why you don't want to go there or why you're not joining, or stop. Okay, stop explaining to people. People who will accept and who understands you will not question you why you're doing and behaving that way. They will accept you for who you are. In fact, they will water you, they will shower you, they will still encourage you to spend time with yourself. They will not question you. They will be happy and they will be supportive. And yes, these people do exist. I was in a bad relationship back then. I was surrounded with people in a shared house, and these people are questioning why I'm so quiet, why I'm not doing this, instead of communicating. And at that time, I was also struggling financially, and I was also struggling with other personal issues in my life, and it feels so overwhelming. One day, I woke up and I have decided enough is enough. I need to move out to that shared space. I need to find my own space. If I have to move out and live on my own at that moment, I did what I know what is best for me and my mental health. Because you know what? If you lose yourself, end of the story. Also, you have to believe that in order for you to be successful and have the things that you want in life, faith without work is dead. Okay, you can't just sit there and pray that everything will be all right. You can't just study 30% and then pray that one day during the exam you'll get high results or you get good grades. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to work hard. I needed to work hard to get my Australian registration as a registered nurse in this country. I've got 2 registered nurse licenses in 2 different countries, but I couldn't use that license here in Australia. So I have to start from the bottom. I have to start from the scratch. I have to spend money for me to get a degree and for me to be able to live the life that I want, because I don't want to suffer. I don't want bare minimum. I can't imagine myself with that one. I will work hard for the things that I want. It's not easy. It's hard. In fact, it might be very challenging and troublesome. It's not comfortable. It might be inconvenient. It's very stressful. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I am working for myself. And I know that these are the things and the sacrifices I needed to do in order for me to receive the life I want. This house this house, I've got an ensuite. This house that I have right now is a fruit of my labor. If I didn't sacrifice moving out from that chaotic house, living with people who doesn't even accept me for who I am, if I did not stood up for myself, I wouldn't be able to have this house. I wouldn't be able to have peace of mind. I wouldn't be able to have space. I wouldn't be able to have this very beautiful bed, very peaceful room, quiet mind. You know, you have to do something. But what are you doing? Okay, I want you to think. I want you to realize the steps that you needed to do. And my next point is, you have to develop your system. Okay, and what I mean by system is you have to write down, okay, give yourself a timeline. Like, for example, I wanted to earn or finish my degree or have money using this business within a year. Okay, or you want to be a resident, for example, in a country where you're still applying for. Okay, I need you to write down, get a notebook, get a pen, write down how many days, how many months you have left. Okay, because you have to see those things. I needed to write down and trace the months and the time I have left in order for me to realize that, okay, I don't have enough time, because my student visa is expiring this month. No, on May this year. And at that time, last year, February, I was thinking, okay, I needed to increase my points in order for me to get invited for permanent residency. And at that time, my points was, I think, 70, and I needed additional 10 points for me to hopefully get more chances of being invited. And so I wrote down, okay, what are the things I needed to do to increase my points? I can take the English exam. Okay, I needed to have the highest score, which is superior, for me to earn another 5 points. Second is, I need to take the translation exam and yeah, hopefully get another 5 points in order for me to get 80 in total. Because here in Australia, the higher your points is with your age, education, experience, English, skills, experience, your status, your age, everything is numbered. The higher you score, the better chances of you to get invited. And so at that time, February last year, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time. I'm running out of time. So I needed to write down, okay, when is the right time for me to book this exam? Okay, how long do I need to study for me to ace this exam? Like, what are the things that I needed to adjust with my personal lifestyle in order for me to sacrifice study? I mean, these are the things that you needed to know. I needed to adjust my sleeping pattern. I slept late because I kept on studying. I studied so much. But you know what? I failed the second take. It was hard. It was stressful because every exam will cost me around $400. And imagine the time and effort of studying is not easy, especially if you're also studying another course and working at the same time. But I needed to write down every adjustment that I needed to do. What are the things that I needed to do in order for me to get higher score? Okay, if I finished this exam, if I get the superior score, I will take the other exam, the translation exam. But when? I need to give myself enough time to study. This time I have to do it right. I have to plan out everything, like how long do I need to study? How long do I think I am capable of being confident in taking the exam? It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in 4 days. It doesn't happen in 1 week, okay? Some people will pass the exam within like 1 or 2 weeks, which is good. But for me, I am not very smart. I needed to grind. I needed to give grace to myself to study for a long time in order for me to get the results that I want. But that's life. And so I was able to pass those 2 exams. June 2026, I started updating my points online for the immigration application for the residency. August 2026, I got invited. November 2026, I lodged my permanent residency application. And I received a bridging visa straight away that will allow me to stay in this country while waiting for my permanent residency, even if my visa will expire May 2026. Imagine if I did not do everything that I've sacrificed. But I refuse to give up. And I refuse to go back to my own country. I refuse to earn less. I refuse to live in a basic lifestyle. I don't want to. I am born to conquer the world. I am born to see the world with provisions. I am born to live the life that I want. I needed to believe in myself. But in order for me to believe in myself, I needed to do a lot of things, a lot of sacrifices. In order for you to advance in life, you have to plan out, okay, January, what I'm gonna do this, February, this, I'm gonna study. Plan out. Because if you don't plan out, one day you realize, oh, I don't have enough time. Hey, I was editing my video ready for posting, but then I realized I have accidentally deleted the last bit of the video, which is the ending. But that's okay. This is our second time filming for YouTube video, and we are learning, and that's how we become successful. Thank you so much for listening, and yeah, I hope you learned something from my story, because it takes so much guts and sacrifices to have the life that we want. Much love.